What's good, fam? So we're gonna go ahead and do the part 2 of this little series. We're gonna be comparing Robinhood and we're gonna be comparing Public. Now, as you guys know, I have both accounts as well as a Webull account. If you guys want to check out my other video comparing Robinhood and Webull, go ahead and check that out. I will leave a link in the description, or add one of them little cards that show up on one of these sides at the end of the video, or maybe at the top. I don't remember. I'll show you guys after that. But let's go ahead and start. We're gonna go ahead and go with the same categories that we went with the last video. We're going to go with user friendliness, the utility, and how aesthetically pleasing that these companies are. So first we'll go ahead and start with Robinhood. I'll just go ahead, a quick little go back to Robinhood and their layout, right? So if we have Robinhood up right here, we'll go ahead and see. Look, very simple, easy colors, very smooth. We got a little bit of news, the buying power, blah, blah, blah. Each of these tabs, if you want to go back through and look at my full little analysis of how Robinhood's going, I'm going to leave a link to that video. The one we're really going to go over this video is Public. Public is more of a, it's really like, the best way I can compare it is Public is like Twitter but with stocks. That's pretty much what it is. So here we've got my profile. Here's the layout of it. All the way on the right, it has your account section as well as the like your value in accounts. The stocks you're in, you can either separate it into long-term as well, and you have the watch list, which is stocks that you're looking at, blah blah blah. The amount of money you've been, this week's been a little rough. You go up to this section, it has your profile. You can put a little comment. See, it's like Twitter. Like, you have like your section, a little quote. I say, let's make this money with 5 Why, so they know I mean business out here. It'll have your posts and stuff because it's like Twitter. You can kind of post things, share your profile if I wanted to. Then you have this, which is your messages section. Now, unlike Robinhood, I'll just go back real quick and show you. So in Robinhood's message section, it's really just a notification section where people can show you little like what happens when you purchase and sell stocks. It'll give you a notification of that. But this is actually, you can text people like, hey, with my 2 friends right here, I just got into these. You can have talks about stocks and stuff like that. Then you have this section right here in Public where you can invite people. Like, it'll go through your contacts and stuff and be like, oh, they know people, you can invite them. Different promotional stuff that you have. Then you have your search tab, your explore tab. Now this one's very different from the other 2 apps because you can search people as well as stocks and sectors, right? So it's very different. It's literally like social media but with stocks. Then you have your home page where it'll up top, bottom line up front, tell you how much your portfolio is up or down. Then it'll have like your portfolio in front of you, like not only this section right here where it has your, you really look at your portfolio, but it has like a mini condensed version, which I do really like that. Then it has your long-term and your watch list and how well they're doing. And one thing about the watch list that I really like is it'll show you like the percentages here, but it'll show you your money here, which is very different and interesting because some people just kind of want to know their ups and downs. You can still go to your profile here and change it. If I want to know all-time gain or last price, me personally, I like to look at the last price because I know the prices off the top of my head of where I bought them at, so I just want to know the prices. Like, okay, it could be green for the day, but I know that I bought Zomedica at like 240, so I know that, okay, like, yes, I'm green for the day, but I'm down. Stuff like that. And then you'll follow people like freaking Katy Perry's page pops up. She has her profile, which you can see what she's invested in, right? Yeah, and people can comment on it. You can comment on the different things. People can talk about stuff they invest in. Oh, they added this to their watch list. Okay, so that'd be interesting to look at, right? Extremely cool. So if we go ahead and split this up into the 3 categories, right? And again, the only reason I'm not going over Robinhood 100% in this video is because I did go over it really in depth in the last video. So if you want to go ahead and look at that, go ahead. User friendliness. I will give user friendliness. The W goes to Public for this one. Just because Public, it's just extremely user friendly, and it takes that Twitter like social media aspect and inputs that, and having that added utility still doesn't make it a more difficult app, which I really do enjoy that. They had a new like sort of creative type feature to it that I think is fantastic, and they simpled it down enough to where it makes you want to go check the app and want to see what people are doing and stuff like that. I love it. Now, in terms of utility, I will give utility to Robinhood, and the reason why Robinhood gets the W for utility is because despite how fantastic public is in terms of social aspect, making it more of a collective investing type thing, Robinhood can trade options and public cannot trade options. So despite, public being like great, public's great. I do love public. If I want to trade options and make that money off of extra capital and do, options trades or something like this, they don't have this section in public yet. Public's still up and coming. They're still working with, what they need to work on to be able to build capital and stuff like that. But they will. It's not that they won't. They will have options eventually. They're just not at that point yet. And when they are, like, it's a wrap. But in terms of aesthetically pleasing, I'm going to give the W here to public, but it could easily go either way. They're both extremely simple apps. They're both extremely aesthetically pleasing too. They're both extremely simple. I like the color scheme here. Obviously, I personally like dark mode, so I like how this works here. It looks great, like on Robinhood, but it also looks great on public. The reason why I get the W to public is because I use Twitter all the time, and it reminds me a lot of Twitter, and I think this is Twitter but less toxic. So I think it's more interesting, and I like how I can like follow people and stuff like that and have profiles and stuff like that right here, as well as like, because you may not 100% follow other people's ideas, but like them investing in stuff makes you kind of want to invest and think about other companies in a different aspect. You wouldn't have even thought about them if you didn't check out this app. So that's my quick little take on these two companies, Robinhood, Public. Again, it's not a comparison which app is better. No, it's just the three different categories, super simple categories that everyone thinks about when you're thinking about getting into a brokerage. And I split it up into those three for simple terms, just to tell people what I'm thinking about and what comes into my mind when I put money into these brokerages. So in terms of user friendliness, Public goes to it. It goes to Public. In terms of utility, it goes to Robinhood. Robinhood has more stuff, as well as it's still very simple app. Aesthetically pleasing, I give it to Public. I like blue better than green. I guess you can count that, as well as it reminds me of Twitter, and I like Twitter. So that's pretty much it. I'll do one more video after this, which will be a comparison between Public and Webull. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out my last video as well, the one comparing Robinhood and Webull, and just help people get decisions on if they want to open up another brokerage account. If you do, like, I have referral links, hit me up, or I'll just leave it in descriptions or whatever. But yeah, thanks for supporting me. I appreciate y'all. Peace.